Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for the weekend of August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 2014. I am astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Rabbit, it's the first of the month, August 1st, and my August 2014 webinar is going to be available for download this weekend. On Friday, I went 2 hours into what the whole entire month is going to be about. All these big transits. Fly, baby, fly. This is definitely a powerful month where people are going for it. Check it all out at my website, inclusiveastrology.com. This weekend is the extreme energy of Mars and Jupiter finally coming to its peak. The big Godzilla match in space, I've been calling it, is finally coming to it. We're going to have to face our heart. We're going to have to face our fears, truth. This is going to be very intense. Mercury has also stepped into Leo now, so there's a lot of energy coming in with our heart, expressing our heart, and this is a lot of powerful energy to deal with. Let's start with Friday first. The moon in Libra is going to come into a very tense spot. It's going to square Pluto, which is the planet of fear and intensity, while we're having all this extreme Scorpio energy come in with Mars and Saturn. This is a weekend that I feel there will be some tests. And there's going to be tests on your emotions, staying balanced and staying positive when fears arise, when intensity arises, and while you're going deeper. The positive in all these tests is, gosh, the access right now for huge doors and huge opportunities in our life are here. So it's like I've been calling it the roller coaster, so it's a little bit freaky, but it also can be the most fun experience of your life. Don't let your emotions trip you out too much coming into this weekend, as we might feel a little unstable because the moon is going to come into a very hard aspect with some planets, and I think that it's going to challenge us to, especially since we're at this new Libra story of Mars leaving here, and now this is the first time the moon's come in here since Mars hasn't been in Libra. It's going to test if you can stay even keel and balanced and you don't go too overboard when the energy right now is very black and white. It is very intense with Leo. Jupiter, Mercury, the Sun, all in Leo, squaring this Mars in Scorpio, which wants to go deeper and wants to expose things and wants to bring up your deepest and most personal fears and so forth. This is intense. So I think that staying even keel and staying chilled out is very important, and to stay cool and calm, because we could be over dramatic this weekend coming into it and so forth. The positive is the drama could be really good drama, so make sure you still stay even keel. You don't get overly pushed too excited or so forth. That's because if we come into Saturday, this is the official Mars-Jupiter square through this whole deal, and this is really gonna, I think, expose so much this weekend in the world, in our lives, of what big powerful doors we're ready to blast through. Venus, coming off of a big trine to Saturn, in Cancer, coming off a big square to Uranus, I think it's going to really open up relationship energies, going to open up the projects and the values in ourselves. So this is such a wishy-washy weekend of extreme positivity while facing deep and intense fear. And I really mean that because we get super tested Saturday and Sunday as the moon is going to come over the north node. It's going to square Venus for most of this weekend too. We're really tested on if we can stay positive. We're really tested on if we can stay optimistic. And Sunday, that moon will be in Scorpio. So actually it's Saturday night. Watch it. Especially if you're in, I do all these horoscopes, by the way, at 12 p.m. every day of Pacific time. So Saturday night, Pacific. Whew! Whether that's your really early Sunday morning Eastern time, or if you're on the other side of the world, Sunday starts to get really, really intense. As that moon drops into Scorpio, it's going to square Mercury. Mercury's going to square Mars. We're going to have to really be tested on the power of our inner world, in our own light, in our positivity, in our happiness, and to not let fears be exposed. And I predict that there'll be some extreme fears that come out in the press, wherever. There's a need to not trip out. The Sun and Jupiter had conjuncted. We're going to be fine. We're going to be great. And we have to keep telling ourselves that this weekend, as we can find comfort in relationships in our life and friends. And this is when love happens, because it's so extreme. This is when penetration to love happens. It's just, the universe is just stretching us to the max. I've been stretched at work where I just haven't had a moment off. I haven't had a moment to relax. I haven't had a moment to chill. I have been working my butt off. And I can see that in everybody else I talk to. The universe is just stretching us. There's just no moment of just sitting down doing nothing. We're being stretched. We're feeling the depth of that stretching energy now. And this weekend, as we step into August, are you ready to blow these doors and go in? I'm sure you are. The universe is sending a signal this weekend of defining if you're really happy in your life, if you're really in your truth, because it is going to unveil your fears, your deep-rooted stuff, and whether or not you're really going to go for your happiness or not, and if you're really living in a happy life. So be prepared. The card of the weekend is the Knight of Wands upright. Really good card. This can be very extreme fun. Trust me, when you get a lot of extreme squares like this, that's when the roller coaster is on the corkscrew and rah! But how you handle it will be whether or not you do. This card is all over the place. So I think this weekend people are going to be all over the place. The energy is going to be all over the place. And you'll be tested whether or not you can maintain everything, as it's so black and white on what shade you're going to pick. So hope you have a wonderful weekend. And if you want to go deeper into August, check out my new webinar. The download will be available Friday night. Thank you so much for all of your guys' support. And I will see you and all the Leo King Premium members with all the videos up on Monday.